Hello. Right, you join us in the living room. I don't think we recorded anything yesterday, just we weren't sure whether the electrician was coming. We needed to get bits and pieces ordered in preparation for him coming, so I don't think we did any filming yesterday. But I'm going to flick you around and show you all the joists are in. Ben did the noggins, or not all of them. We got the rest of those to finish today. I did a little bit of pointing, but only really a repairing pointing so that we could get the last joist in by the fireplace. And today I was going to start on the pocket liming, but I'm going to repair. If you watched our previous joists video in the other bedroom, I had to repair the step through to the bedroom, the threshold, where the stones had come loose. So I've got that. There's Ben in the background.
Hi Mum, on the telly.
I'm famous, Mum. That's taken my train of thought completely. Yeah. What was I talking about? The step. Yes, I've got the step in this room now to repair. I suppose it's just 100 odd years of footfall, and both stones in the same place have gone as you walk into the room. So that's what I'm going to do this morning. Hopefully that won't take me too long. So I've got to hoover that out, get rid of all the broken down lime from before, hoover that and get that reseated. I will flick you around. Oh, I'll tell you what else I did yesterday as well. Repaired the inside of the fireplace in the living room, because that, when Ben lit it, all the flames were coming up the side and just not going up the chimney properly. So put a few new stones in there, just limed those in for the time being. We'll, a bit like everything we do, we will get to that properly, but it's just to repair something quickly for the time being, and then we'll sort things properly. It's really all about the floors, Ben, isn't it? It's getting the floors done, and then we'll focus our attention on things that really need it, and we'll we will give it the time and attention that they deserve. But at the moment we need to do quick fixes on things so we can keep going on getting the floors done. Right, I'll flick you around, I'll show you the noggins. And Ben. There's Ben, you can't really see. Oh, there he is. Hello. Right, so all the joists are in. They're slightly different colours, and that's just the way they came. But they're lovely joists. In some ways, much nicer than in the kitchen, but we're not taking the kitchen ones out to replace them with nicer joists.
No, it was a different supplier.
It was a different supplier, yeah. But they're going to all be covered up anyway with a ceiling at some point, so
you won't see them.
It doesn't really matter. But they're just really nice joists. So Ben has most noggins done, and if you've watched the rainwater harvesting video, you will know that the generator ran out of petrol on us, so we didn't get to finish doing last night. So these, what you got, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then these small, small ones that go over there. So
16 left.
16 noggins left to get done there.
And we can chuck some OSB up. Unfortunately,
because Ben's put the joist in, I can't show you my handy lime work.
No.
Because he's just covered it all over.
There's a little bit at the top.
I can't really see that. But I just repointed behind this joist, just because I think the lime had fallen out over the years. So I just repaired that. And in the fire, shame I didn't record it before, because you wouldn't have seen the gaping hole. So that's been repaired. So hopefully, at the moment we got a couple of flat stones in there because the grate disintegrated and fell in. There's the new fire bricks. So that was what was done, and this is today repairing that step. I'll bring the camera up anyway so you have a closer look. Oh, you can see some of my lime repair work there.
Yeah.
Last night, just to fix. Like they're not loose. It's just for strength.
Fills the gap.
Makes you feel better when you can actually see the lime.
It's psychological.
Yeah, that it is there, holding the stones in place. And then the mammoth task, the mammoth time-consuming task of packing and liming all the pockets. Again.
They're not as bad as the kitchen, though.
Oh no, they should be a joy in comparison.
Yeah, they're a lot smaller. What did we have to? Did we have to break any out?
No, not really. We grinded a few stones for height, didn't we, on the getting the joists in?
Yeah,
but other than that,
yeah, we didn't have to do any pocket alterations, did we?
No, I think there was a couple of times where we chipped off a pointed edge to get a joist back a little bit further,
right,
but
that was it.
Really, no smashing stones this time around, which was nice.
It was a lot quicker.
Yes, and we do have a little leak. There's the little wet patch on the floor, so as soon as we got some OSB down and the floor up there, we'll have the trestles up to have a look. It's the ridge tiles, but we'll have a look then, and then we'll decide
what we can do,
how we go forward with that. Because what is there? 3 ridge tiles missing, maybe?
Oh, maybe 3 missing. And
3 missing, the
broken.
rest are not great. So ideally, all of those ridge tiles need replacing. But that's another job to add on to the ever-growing list of jobs. Anyway, I'm going to put you down somewhere. I might put you up. I might put you up on the landing, you know, and then you can just watch from there. Because you should be able to... The half, I don't know if you'll be able to see the step from the half.
Maybe not. I'm not sure.
I'll see. I'll figure it out. You could end up God knows where, really, because it's left to me to do it, so it's my choice. So that's us. I'll give you a tour before I go up there. A hoover ready and waiting to eat all the dust. Lime in the bucket. Oh, bet I can't reach my tools. I was gonna, like, I'm no expert. I'm new to all of this, but we bought 2 tools in the beginning.
Oh, the small tools.
The small tools, and we bought this one, which is really good. I think that's 19mm on this end, and then I bought some new ones. I've got a 16mm, I think it is. Yeah, that's a 16mm. And then a 13mm. These are ox tools. Oh, I can't get it to focus on the 13mm. There we go. Focus, camera, focus. There you go. 13mm. And this is amazing. Being that little bit thinner for doing the pointing, but these are really good tools. I use the other the normal, what they called? Trowels, that's the word. We use those as well for getting a lot of lime in, but these have to be the staple, really. And then my mortar board that my dad sent me, or sent us, its handles over there, but I've given that. That's really, really good, because once the handle's on, it can balance on the edge there, so that when I was on the ladder up there, I had it balanced on the edge of the trestle there, and it stays there, which was really handy, because it's quite difficult to hold a mortarboard at all whilst you're up on a ladder doing that. And he also sent knee pads, didn't he, Ben? And they've been really good as well. They came in handy. Sorry, dizzy time. They came in handy when I was doing this for kneeling on the concrete floor. But I'm going to stop waffling now and put you upstairs. We'll see you shortly. Moving out all the dust. Well, it is dust as well, because there's woodworm dust, but it's where the line breaks down, so it all turns to dust. And I do try and save as many small bits and pieces of stones, so that when I come to put it all back together again, I've got those to go in there to help the line to dry, to set a little bit quicker, so that there's not just massive thick layers of it. Right, so I am now mixing up a second lot of this. I made a load last night because I was going to start the pockets, and then the generator ran out, and I think it was getting on for about 5:30, so it will have been starting to get dark. So when the generator runs out, we have very little light. So I decided I'll leave the mix, because the previous day it had been absolutely fine. I had a bit left over from before, and it was absolutely fine the following morning. I gave it a quick mix up and it was ready to go. This morning was a different story. I don't know if it didn't have enough mixing last night, or there wasn't enough water in it and mixed up before the generator ran out, because we obviously can't run this without the generator. But it had pretty much set in the bucket, the whole lot. So I'm remaking it this morning. It's 3 to 1. I did 2.5 to 1 to begin with, but I'm doing 3 to 1 at the moment. 3 mil sand, I think it is, and a 3.5 NHL. The light grey, just to get rid of the light grey. If you've watched previous videos, it was delivered by accident, I'm not sure, but I didn't order light grey, I ordered white, and I've got grey. So I'm trying to get rid of the grey in the places where it's going to be eventually covered over with plaster. And the fire's going, by the way, if you can hear the popping and crackling, which seems to be working very well at the moment. I've lost my train of thought now. That's it. You're getting rid of all the grey. And I think I've probably got half a bag left, so should be finished with it soon. But today is filling and packing the pockets, which is extremely time consuming. Or it was last time in the kitchen, but that could have been because the pockets were so open in the kitchen and we had to make them bigger in some places. So it took a lot of packing with stones, slates and lime to get those looking all right. Hopefully with these ones, because they're the joists that have gone in are not much difference in size than the ones that were there. The pockets are good, so it shouldn't take as long. Still have to pack bits with lime, a couple here and there with stone, but on a whole it should be a lot easier going. So I'm going to get on with this, get some water in it. If you can see the odd drip, it's because of a couple of holes in the roof where the ridge tiles have fallen. But once we get a floor down properly, we'll be able to put a bucket under somewhere until we get the ridge tiles fixed. It's only the odd drip, and it's when it's torrential rain. But anyway, I'm going to get on with this. Get some water in here. I could use the cement mixer, but again, it's raining outside. And I'll have to keep going back and forward or keeping an eye on the cement mixer. So even though this is hard on the buns, I've watched all sorts of videos to find out how to tell when it's done. I would say it comes with experience as well. I don't know if this is too wet. One video said about doing a ball, give it a squish, and if it still keeps its form. I did find day before, when I mixed it and let the paddle mixer vibrate on the edge of there, saw the liquid collect around the outside. So I knew I'd made that too wet, so I left that a little while. Another way is to hit it and see if it returns to the rest, makes its own lump. but I'm not 100%, but I think that's all right. I know when I start putting it on the wall or in the pockets, because you can feel the difference between it sticking and just falling off, or just crumbling if it's too dry. So that's the real tester for me. But I think if I was to start measuring out how much water I put in each time, I'd probably try to end up with a consistent mix, rather than having to try and figure it out. And then I shall start. I'll go and get some slates. And then it's tidy up in here as well. And this is for you, Clive. You like a good fire. I don't know if we're supposed to be putting nice green cardboard on it, but it makes a good flame. At the moment, instead of the broken grate, we have a couple of flattish stones sat on half of the grate. Wow. But it seems to be working a little bit better from repairing it a couple of days ago. It's now going up the chimney instead of to the sides, which is nice. Lovely and warm. I can't wait at night time. Sat on the sofa, when we actually get a sofa. We don't have a sofa at the moment, other than the sofa bed, and just watch this. You can see, well, you can see on that one, that's just stone to the joist. This one here, we got, I don't know where the next one is actually. Oh, it's the opposite end of here. But we have these bits. We didn't do those, they were part of it. And what happened was there was a piece of wood in here, and that was how you detach the skirting boards. So every, well, it doesn't really follow a form, but every maybe 2 or 3 joists, one of the pockets is this high. We're a little bit undecided what we're going to do with it. Whether we'll put skirting board back up, we're not sure. I think maybe because when we first moved in, our experience of any wood that seemed to be against the wall was rotten. Got damp, and then obviously woodworm as a result of being damp. So we're a little bit hesitant to put any skirting boards back against the wall. But all I'm doing at the moment, so we don't take away our options, because we could just fill it with stones and lime it over and be done with it. But then if we decided the house is dry enough that we'd want to put skirting boards in at any point, it makes our life a lot easier if we got timber in those. But at the moment, I'm just filling the pocket to secure the joist, even though the joist is secure because Ben's done the noggins. Securing it into the pocket, going to leave it flat because the OSB will sit to there, and then we'll decide at a later date what we want to do, whether we want to fill it with stone and lime over it, or put the timbers back in to be able to do the skirting boards at another time. So that's why we have this huge void that I appear to be doing nothing to. All I'm doing is lime down the back so that the joist has something to butt up against, and I will be putting slate down the sides along with the lime as well to secure them all in. This is the last two on this side of the room, and then I have the turn you round, I have the whole of the other side as well. So I got all those too. Oh, and Ben managed to get all the ply and the OSB up here yesterday. You can't see him, but you can hear him. He's on the landing sweeping up because he took the ceiling panels on the landing down, because what we hadn't, ceiling panels, roof panels, not really sure what you'd class them as, but what we'd forgotten, because the electrician will come hopefully tomorrow, he said he would try Friday and we didn't see him, so we're guessing and hoping he's coming tomorrow. But to give him access to be able to put the wires, he needs to be able to get through the roof area, and we'd forgotten to take the panels down on the landing. So Ben done those quickly yesterday. So they're done. This liming doesn't particularly need to be done for the electrician to come, but I just want to get it done because then we can get the OSB down, and that's the floor on the living room side as good as done. The bedroom of the living room side. So that would be nice to try and get those done today. And fingers crossed, the electrician comes tomorrow. It doesn't mean we'll be connected straight away. It could be another week or two or more, we're not sure. Near enough finished this side. I'm just going to fill this and a couple of these. I don't know if you can see. Let's have a look. So I'm going to fill that one. A couple of little bits here. Nothing major, just this has never been plastered over from the house being built by the looks of it. I suppose there was no point, and it left a recess for skirting boards to go against and the joist, so I'm just going to plug a few little gaps and then go over and do the other side. I'll show you my work. It's not the greatest, I'm learning, but it gets easier the more you do it. But on a whole, it's not too bad. I would have rather have had the nicer weather and I could have practiced on the outbuildings rather than practice on the house, because then I could have got, hopefully, better before I started on the house, but that's the way it's gone. Right, I am finally on the home straight. I have 2.5 pockets left to go until this is finished, which is nice. We obviously still have OSB and everything to put down, and get the nails from above like we did in the other room, and then wall around the edges of the room to insulate, stop us losing the heat from in the living room straight up here. So yes, that's it. I've got these last few to do. I'm going to get on with those. It's a bit dark. Hang on 1 second. Some light. So that is the last pocket done. I'll take you over to show you and turn the light around so you can see. Where are we? Right, give me 1 second. Here we go. Last pocket done.